what was your very favorite? What is your very favorite game that you've ever commentated on?
Well, one week, right now, the clubhouse leader is a game that last, September 30 last year. Mariners clinched a playoff spot. Cal Raleigh's home run to beat the A's, and it was 2-1, got us in the playoffs, ending a 21 drought that dated back to 2001 was the last time the Mariners had been in the playoffs.
The pitch from Acevedo, a drive deep to right field, down the line. The Mariners win this game 2-1. The dream lives. They're going to the playoffs. The drought is over. Cal Raleigh, wow! Hey now, hey now, hey now.
I say that's number one. Number two is game 161 the year before. Mitch Haniger had a big 2-run single to keep us alive into the next day. We didn't make it, but that was super exciting.
Bowers well fouled down the third base line. Biggest pitch of the year here for the Mariners. 3-2, bases loaded. Cishek, the pitch. Base hit left field. Here comes JP. Bauer scores. JP scores. Mitch Haniger. What a night. What a night.
Number three is easily Felix Fernandez, his perfect game back in 2012.
2-2. He got him! 34 years, 119 games. It's finally happened. A perfect game by a Seattle Mariner. It was done by the King.
I'd say those are the top three. And there's multiple NFC, AFC championship games that I did that were on Westwood One Radio nationally that were just a blast. I mean, watching the Eagles beat Green Bay and Favre, the advance in NFC Championship game, watching Brady and those guys beat Ray Lewis up in New England one time to get to the Super Bowl. So I've been very lucky in that regard. And the other one was the George Mason upset of Connecticut to get to the Final Four in 06, which was a stunning upset of. Connecticut was the number one seed in the region. I think they're probably, I can't remember where they were. They probably 1, 2, or 3 in the country. So as big an upset as we've had in college hoops in the last 50, 60 years.
So my last question to you is, as a pioneer of Black journalism, or, I don't want to just say it as Black journalism, but I got to say it as Black journalism. To me, you're a pioneer. What is your take on the new generation of Black people and how in journalism and how far we've come from the very beginnings of us getting into the spaces where we can be mainstream?
Well, there was a lot of cats before me. Larry Whiteside and Bob Teague, and Bill White on broadcasting Major League Baseball, just to name a few. My thought on what cats are doing now, it's interesting you say that, because in baseball, there's so few folks. I don't really get to see. I hardly get to see any American Blacks at all. Anytime I see people of color in in and around Major League Baseball, are generally our Hispanic brothers, from the Caribbean or South America. And then in terms of young guys, I mean, I've critiqued, taped, and mentored some guys around the country. But the guys I've run into are hungry, enthusiastic, and talented, and have great desire to excel in the field. And just pleased and thrilled to be around. I think in this age of Zoom, it's easier to contact people and critique tapes and give advice and that kind of stuff. I mean, and in broadcasting, our numbers are so few. I mean, there's in terms of play-by-play in baseball, me and Robert Ford, who is the radio voice of the Astros, and we got Mike Claiborne, the Cardinals pregame host, pre-half or pregame and postgame host, and he does a considerable number of games of play-by-play. And then we got about 7 former players who are Black who do games, and that's it. And the numbers in football and basketball are not great either, and particularly in a play-by-play. Forget about it. I mean, thank God for Mark Jones and Eric Collins, Jason Jackson down in Miami, I mean, there's so few. I mean, I won't even touch all 10 fingers, you know? So, and the other thing too, we run in parallel schedules, so we don't even get a chance to really hang. And then of course the NABJ is always in the summertime in the middle of the pennant race in August. So one of these things I got to get back. I haven't been to one of those in years.
Dave, I want to thank you so much for your time. I learned a lot from your story, and I cannot wait to learn from you, study you, and I hope that everyone watching this can see what our elders are doing. And so we appreciate you at MLBbro for giving us a few moments of your time.
Yeah, my pleasure, Tim. All the best, man. Be well. Take care.
MLBbro.com, covering black and brown major league.